Hi, welcome to the July CommQuest Services CEO update. I'm Keith Hochadel, President and CEO of CommQuest Services. I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with us today, and so we can update the organization, some things going on both with us and with the community. So we'd like to start with the managed care update. As many of you know, behavioral health services in the state of Ohio, in particular Medicaid, has moved to a carve-in service of managed care programs. So what that means for us as an organization is, in the past, where we had dealt directly with the Ohio Department of Medicaid, we are now dealing with a number of managed care plans such as CareSource, Buckeye, Molina, Aetna, United, in both contracting and providing services. And while we were informed at the beginning of this process that there would be no changes from what we saw over the first 6 months, we're always seeing some things that are a little bit different, primarily around prior authorizations for residential care and intensive home-based therapy and that. So we believe that, much like behavioral health redesign, that it'll take a good 3 or 4 months to get ourselves kind of fully wrapped around this and all the kinks to get worked out, both by us and by the state of Ohio. So I would just ask for your patience. I would ask for your cooperation and really a sense of urgency on getting documentations done. We don't really have a sense of what gets denied or what's not working until we submit claims, so we want to make sure that as we're providing services, we're getting those services into the billing system as quickly as we can so we can work out some of the details. So again, we'll continue to update this both by email and through this CEO update on a monthly basis over the next couple months. But I can say that so far it looks like we were pretty well prepared, and that things are going relatively smoothly compared to some of our peers across the state of Ohio. We'll give you a brief update on the Crisis Center. As many of you either read or heard, the Crisis Recovery and Intervention Center is going through some changes. Effective July 20th, they will no longer be providing outpatient services from the McKinley Avenue office. And for all intents and purposes, that space will no longer provide any services whatsoever. A number of their services have been distributed across the community. We have accepted a number of outpatient clients from there, and would look to continue that pattern over the next few months. So as we have folks that are in urgent need of services, please take into consideration the fact that all of a sudden they don't have a provider. They may or may not have received that information based upon how good they are with getting mail and receiving phone calls. So we just want to make sure that we are welcoming to those folks. It appears as though at this point we'll also be taking on the quick response teams that work with the sheriff and the Canton Police Department around the opiate services. Those are a couple of nurses that go out into the community post-overdose with sheriff or Canton Police Department, and a social worker from Task, kind of a community connector from Task, to encourage folks to receive services. And I think that we're working on some other cooperative things with the Crisis Center also. So you probably also heard that Coleman has taken on a management agreement with them where they are providing administrative HR, electronic health records support to Crisis for the time being. Don't have a whole lot more information than that right now, but we continue to get updates on a regular basis, and I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. We'd like to welcome a new prescriber. Dr. Kathy Chambers at the Market Avenue Clinic has joined us. Dr. Chambers has long-standing positive reputation in the community, and we really look forward to having her share her expertise in addiction at the Market Avenue office. Rebecca has asked me to provide a couple updates from compliance. There is a change in the discharge summary timelines. Residential and detox services need to complete discharge summaries within 24 hours of a client vacating a bed. So I would ask that you please be attentive to that and make sure that's happening. Outpatient and field-based services need to complete discharge summaries within 24 hours that the client will not be continuing services or within 30 days from the last attempt to engage that client in services. And finally, with regards to agency forms, there are still some forms out there with either Quest or Community Services names on them. Those are not valid and should not be used anymore. If you need help finding the CommQuest version of the document, please contact your supervisor or someone in the compliance department, and we can do away with those. Some of them have just been kind of legacy copied over and over again, and we want to make sure that we don't have any more of those in circulation. A couple of things, upcoming events. The Akron Rubber Ducks Night Out is Wednesday, August 22nd. So looking forward to having a group of folks up to Canal Park for an Akron Rubber Ducks game. And then the Mulligan Classic golf outing is Friday, August 31st at the Legends Golf Course in Massillon. CommQuest employee discount rate is $75 per person, and you can contact Mark Butterworth at extension 5064 for additional information. This is a really nice event for our staff, as is the Rubber Ducks Night Out. Just gives us an opportunity to spend a little bit of time together and have some fun. Appreciate all the good work that gets done this summer. I know that when the weather's hot and the weather's nice and people are taking vacations, we want to also make sure that our clients are receiving services, but importantly that we're taking care of ourselves as well. Because not only, folks, does hope happen here for our clients, but it also happens for our staff as well. So I want to thank you for the great work that you're doing, and looking forward to this new fiscal year that we've now entered into. And as always, in our Let's Guess Where Keith's recording this at, you can send your guesses to info@commquest.org, and there'll be a gift card prize for that. Thank you. Have a great day.